French President Emmanuel Macron will be the chief guest during India's Republic Day parade celebration in 2024. He happens to be the sixth French leader who will be invited as the chief guest for this momentous occasion. India and France partnership has grown in the recent years. We have seen Prime Minister Modi also attending French Bastille Day parade celebration in 2023, and India-French engagement has increased in all aspects of bilateral ties, especially in defense area. We have seen India procuring Rafale jets, which has given India superiority at its frontier, air superiority in its frontier, and now also French side is believed to have given its bid for upcoming a new batch of Rafale fighters for the Navy's requirement. So the growing defense partnership is one key strength of India-France bilateral relationship. Also, we have seen France supporting India at during the worst times of diplomacy. During the 71 war, France has supported India. Also, during 1998's nuclear test, when the world, especially world led by USA, was advocating a sanction regime against India, French stood by the Indian side and they did not join the coalition which was sanctioning India. And also France has supported India diplomatically at United Nations Security Council at various occasions when India had to enlist various terrorists who have been responsible for terror attacks in India, especially like Mumbai terror attacks, or many Lashkar-e-Taiba senior commanders have also been listed because of the French support. So the diplomatic support France has given with India, the kind of educational partnership India and France have created over the last few decades, where a large number of Indian students every year go to France for study, and France government is more keen to have more workforce to train them, to educate them and employ them in French industry also. So that could be the key aspect when French President will be visiting India, and he will be also having a bilateral talk with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. France also holds a unique distinction as the only country which has received the highest number of invitations. In 1976, French Prime Minister Jacques Chirac became the first ever French leader to be invited as a chief guest for India's Republic Day celebration, and subsequent invitations were extended to French President Valéry Giscard in 1980, President Jacques Chirac in 1998, President Nicolas Sarkozy in 2008, and President François Hollande in 2016. So practically, we have seen India-France partnership growing over the several last decades. Even now, France Indo-Pacific policy has India in a very important partner, as a very important partnership to have its strategic interests addressed in the Indo-Pacific region. And with the latest visit that is going to happen from the French side, we can assume that India-France partnership will see another height of strength, another height of another trust. Also, we have seen US Ambassador Eric Garcetti had earlier, some weeks ago, had announced that US President Joe Biden could be the chief guest for Republic Day celebration 2024. It was also rumored that India, USA, Japan and Australia would be holding their annual Quad summit level talks in the last week of January, somewhere around the same time. But later, because of the unavailability of President Biden, that Quad summit level was also postponed for the later part of the year, and President Biden, of course, is not guest for the Republic Day parade celebration. Now, we have to see how India-France partnership will gain another push with the latest visit by the French President Emmanuel Macron, who has been very strong in creating partnership, and his personal chemistry with Prime Minister Modi we have seen during multiple occasions, during bilateral talks and several multilateral talks that these two leaders have been attending in the last 7 years.